Hello and welcome. My name is Miss Tina and you are watching Squaziland, the occasional dose of my reviews, reactions and opinions. And today I'm going to react to the latest chapter of One Piece. The only thing I might know about the chapter is that it is somehow connected to Kizaru. I might be absolutely wrong. I don't know. I have no idea, but we'll see. Thank you very much for joining me once again, and thank you for all the views, subs, likes, comments. Thanks. Really. Okay, let's jump right into it because that is why you are here. So let's see what One Piece has in store for us this week. Last week's chapter was more like a bridge chapter, as I mentioned in my previous reaction. So it was more like the settings of the aspects and everything. I can already see that there is a break next week, and this is going to be chapter 1113. It seems to be, oh, okay. Sorry, I just saw the, wow, the color spread, and the giant robin is cute. Aww, she's so cute. Okay, that's an adorable thing. And mini choppers everywhere, I like that too. Okay, they are playing chess, and okay, Robin is the player. Okay, I can see that, and Luffy is the, I don't know what, but he's it. Probably the king. Okay, and all the characters, bishops and I wish I knew the English terms for every character, but I know chess, but this is pretty cool actually. Okay. Yeah, of course Frankie would be the one in the castle, and Jinbei. They are the strongholds of the Straw Hat Pirates, and Nami's the queen, obviously. And yeah, okay, I like this a lot. I think it's very creative. The king is a fighting piece. Okay, I really like this color spread. Giant Robin is always a win. I mean, I really like all the characters, but you know, you don't get to see too much of Robin, or not always, so I always appreciate her in color. Okay, and adapted cover request by a man who likes Yamato. Okay, I can't see Yamato. Robin playing chess with the other Straw Hats as the pieces. I think it's one of the better requests. It makes total sense. I love it. I really love it. Okay, so Stalemate is the title of our chapter 1113, the world's largest brain, Punk Records. Okay, we are in Punk Records. Now then, while my coffee could use more time to cool, it's probably safe to assume that we have given people sufficient time to set up their video transponder snails. T minus 30 seconds, Stella. Sorry, my is a bit rough today. I'm getting nervous. We will be broadcasting to the entire world if it continues to live even after your death. Is this your true self, Vegapunk? Okay, so okay, it's interesting because he's actually looking at Vegapunk's brain, perhaps. You know, we have been discussing that he stores his brain somewhere else, but it's like, is this your true self, Vegapunk? I wonder what Vegapunk looks like, and I wonder why the snail isn't destroyed or anything. Punk Records. You can see the giant head, but only had the head. Wow. That's actually massive. Okay, then again, what is death to something like this? Is your consciousness even housed here? It's a good question. It's gigantic. Wow. It's scary. I really love science fiction, but it's super scary. Okay, I can already see Mary, which is a good sign. Indeed, this footage will eventually reach the entire world. Okay, he's trying to step on it. I take pride in that connection, but sharing this is also a great burden. No way, you don't have one, Kaya-san? We thought you would be the one person in the village who would. Okay, says Mary. Syrup Village, Usopp's hometown, East Blue. Do you realize how big video transporter snails are? Okay, and they are just chilling. Okay. Oh, I love to see the world. It's rather larger than your average house pet. Now allow me to fetch some tea. Dr. Vegapunk is a legend in the medical field too, you know. I know all about it, okay? There is carrot, onion, and pepper. I hope I remember their names correctly. As if, you big liar. Piman and Ninjin, you should take Dr. Vegapunk's research more seriously. Aww. It will be starting shortly, and everyone is like, okay, we are getting ready. Twin Cape, okay, and Crocus is there with Laboon. The futuristic island of Baltimore, Vegapunk's hometown. They are actually watching that too. Aww. You know, once or twice I have been thinking about them too. You mean he really was born here? You betcha. He's Baltimore's pride and joy. Wasn't he responsible for the nightmare of Baltimore? No, that was Frankie. I heard he's turned himself into a ship now. You know, you have no idea. And you know, they don't think it's weird that Frankie turned himself into a ship, and that is hilarious in itself. How many years has it been now, Vegapunk? We are not going to get anything in this chapter, right? Birdie Kingdom, where Chopper studied, South Blue. Seems it's about the island where Tanukichi is. Okay, and they are like, the birds are like, oh, a king of modern science, but his smarts have also been used to make many weapons. And, you know, people, I feel this is very, very similar, the situation to Whitebeard's death and the fight against Whitebeard. You know how the whole Whitebeard versus Navy war started. Okay, Hachinosu, the pirate island, New World. Quiet down, you scalawags. That Vega fellow is gonna speak. So what? You crossed me earlier. I ain't letting this slide just to listen to some old fossil, matey. Okay? They don't really care about this, okay, these pirates. I'm sure that Blackbeard cares, but none of the rest. Okay, can you hear me? Egghead New World. Testing, testing, and everyone is watching, really. Maybe it's... I don't know these other towns. Could be anywhere, but I'm sure that there are people. It might be Whole Cake Island or somewhere around that, or it could be any other kingdom. I don't want to guess because I probably couldn't, but there are some experts, okay? And okay, the snail has been stepped on. This is Vegapunk. Attention, world. Hey, this is an ordinary transport. Okay, I see. Okay, so it was just a decoy. Very smart. Okay, very smart. That means this is no mere hiding place then? You wanted to fool me with a decoy? And he's getting angrier. Oh my god, how dare you do that? Curse you, Vegapunk. Oh, it's a mother, okay. It's like... Hello out there. Stella, we already had an introduction when we did the signal jacking part. I know that. Fine then, we'll get started without further ado. I don't think so. Alright, let's hear it already. Who knows what's coming? And even children are like, what's up? A very important man is making an announcement. Just go back to the bed, dear. Okay. It hasn't stopped yet. Mars, what are you doing? My apologies, that wretched Vegapunk. He was much more cautious than we gave him credit for. He's the smartest man in the world. What do you expect? You really think there was just a transponder snail in, you know, and you can see that and everything? Come on. There is currently no stopping the broadcast. It's impossible to determine how much he actually knows or what he intends to say now. But York told us he wished to carry the torch of the O'Haran's colors. Well, that's enough, you know. This won't be a repeat of Clover. He means to finish what O'Hara started. Okay, and they are all thinking the same thing, that they told Spandam's dad, Spanda, I forgot his name, but they told them to kill, and they remember how they killed off Dr. Clover. Vegapunk. Did you hear that? It was a sweet girl crying out. Okay, Sanji is listening to that. Bonnie-chan needs me. Yeah, of course. What is that thing? Okay, there is Nasjuro. Jewelry Bonnie, we will not surrender our military might to you. And get back, Bonnie. Frankie's there. Out of the way, Frankie, huh? If anyone's gonna pull off an impressive rescue of Bonnie, it'll be me. And Sanji's there with an extreme kick, and well, let's just say that Nasjuro looks shaken. Sanji moments. Okay, we are not gonna cut you slack just because you are senile. This is a pirate's fight, you geezer. Okay. I'm not sure what I'm exactly saying, but oh, okay, it is his neck. I couldn't, I wasn't really sure, but now I see his ear, so it's like he has been kicked like this. Okay, okay, and he is biting Sanji in return. He's turning into this horsey thing. Okay, catch and snap, Sanji. And what's that? The giants are there. I confess that it's starting. I have committed 2 grave sins. Well, of course you. Oimo, hold him down. Okay, and they are rescuing. Oh wow, they're actually holding Natsuchiro back, and he's releasing Sanji. With pleasure, Kashi. Okay. Okay, Stella. Okay, Atlas has said. Stella, distorted future. What the heck? Is that you or Bonnie? And Bonnie is like, give me a giantish future. Okay, and she's like a giant, and okay, she's stepping in. I believe that I will soon be executed for my transgressions, so this message will be programmed to broadcast the second my heart stops beating. Sabodi Archipelago. Of course, we are not going to get anything in this chapter, right? He can't be serious. Wait, does he mean that he's already dead? It can't be. He was all over the papers just this morning. They said he's being held hostage by the Straw Hat Pirates, okay? It's nice to see everyone really coming around. The Rosy Life Pirates and everybody. I refuse to accept this. You are lying, you bastard. You can't die. You can't just die. We just teamed up so we can suppress you. Okay, Caesar is really annoyed, and you can see Judge there too. Morgan is like, hey, what's the big idea with this massive broadcast? Is he trying to kill print media? Even so, I want to make one thing clear, and I pray you understand this. Please do not assume that the ones who strike me down are evil, regardless of who they seem to be. Wow. Wow. Do not assume that the ones who strike me down are evil, regardless of who they seem to be. I do not intend to discuss right and wrong here. Yeah, leave us alone. And of course, Saturn is already there as his spidery thing. I am not qualified to judge such things, and I do not know nearly enough about him in any case. Vegapunk. Step aside. I have no time to deal with vermin like you. He's like rushing in. And Nico Robin is like, that voice. Okay, I see. That is quite an audacious hypothesis. Okay, and she's remembering his voice. You must be Nico Robin. The woman Akainu let slip through his fingers. That impotent fool. Akainu? Well, it was kind of Akainu's mistake. I mean, he was there on the island and it was his mistake. Okay. He's one of the 5 elders. Okay, she's connecting the dots, obviously. And Nami's like, what are you talking about? Protect Robin, and they are trying to protect her. And Zeus came out, and everyone is trying to protect Robin. We will keep you safe no matter what. Move, you filthy insects. Okay, it's about protecting Robin, and the chapter is about to end. No, I'm sure what I'm about to say will be hard to accept. Some of you may think me a madman or even an idiot, and they are like, this is futile. There are far too many life forms in the vicinity of the laboratory. I cannot sense any unique telepathic waves. And even York is like, think. If this keeps up, they won't let me be a celestial dragon. I'm a Vegapunk too, so where would I hide it? That said, it is my duty to ensure that everyone is aware of this issue. Perhaps we should consider destroying the power station to stop this? Okay. That is out of question. The nearby marines, ships, and the equipment aren't the only things we stand to lose in the blast. We would also be sacrificing one of our only means of replicating our success with the Mother Flame. And Vegapunk is like, I'll cut to the chase. Our world is going to sink into the ocean. Okay. And they're like, what? And we can see the mermaids. A confession and a shocking prediction. Okay. I I'm surprised. I didn't expect this outcome. Okay, and this is the end of the chapter, and we won't have any chapter next week. Probably there is some break. Of course, there is. Why wouldn't there be a break? But well, but okay. It seems like the world will sink. Our world is going to sink into the ocean. Why? I mean, the whole world is an ocean, but why? Or is it a wordplay on Umi? The Emu Umi theories. Thanks to Arthur and all the theorists out there. Very interesting. Our world is going to sink into the ocean. I do hope that this means that next chapter we are going to have all the details done by Vegapunk. I'm glad that he started now, and I'm glad that we got something. It's something to really ponder about, for sure. But I'm not sure what to do with this information. So it doesn't sound too bad at the moment, but obviously when he says that the world is going to sink, he has to have some meaning. And why is it good? Why is it bad? Or is he talking metaphorically about emu? Gravity, or are they trying to go to space? And we visit then the moon and everybody else, and that would be too bad. I don't know. What are your thoughts on this chapter? I hope you liked it, and I hope you liked my reaction too. It was indeed a very interesting chapter, and I like the fact that we went and saw other characters, previous characters. I'm always in for that, to see some people in the East Blue, West Blue, etc., etc. But very interesting. I'm still pondering about the fact, I immediately thought of Iceberg, because, he was the one who is actually trying to lift up Water 7, because Water 7 is actually sinking. But does that mean that the whole world is going to sink? Why? Because of the weapon? Or is there another reason for that? When is it going to happen? And what can we do to avoid it? Who are evil? Who are not evil? So, what about the Void Century? What about O'Hara? What did they figure out? What does it have to do with the world sinking? Wow, so many questions unanswered. But I'm sure that there will be time to chew on this. Thank you very much for joining me this week too. I hope you had great time by watching me reacting to this. And if you are new, and if you want to subscribe, do it. If you want to like it, like it. If you want to comment it, comment on it. And of course, answer you if you have any questions or the usual things. Thank you very much for joining me. Have a lovely weekend. Bye bye.